What's up, Bart Dog?
Re-rigging video on how we rig our pay lake fishing rods. And while I had this thing out, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit and get some of the extra grease out of it so that it maybe throw a little better.
What kind of reel you got there, Bart Dog?
This is a Komodo 364. It's a good little reel. Wish it would hold a little more line, but it's low pro. I know everybody's seen these things, but it's got an internal brake system on it. Each one of these little buttons is a brake, which rides around this brass piece right here and slows your reel down. You can turn them on or off. I've got 2 of them on right now, and it's got 6 altogether.
He's got this Komodo on a sea sniper. They're only like $90 rods. You can't go wrong with them. Especially if you're broke ass like me. These damn sea snipers are great.
They ain't custom by no means, but they're very pros.
They're better than a damn nightstick.
They do alright. I ain't mad at them.
So we're trying to get the grease cleaned out on the gears, just doing some maintenance on them. What kind of line you got on that?
It's Suffix 832.
Yep. That's the only kind of braid line we recommend. I'll tell you the line we don't recommend is, the reaction tackle. This stuff right here, guys. Look at all this line. You get it for $30. There's a reason you get it for $30.
But for like 20.
That shit won't sink. $20, what Dog said. But you can't get this shit to sink to save your life. And if anybody knows how to get the reaction tackle to sink, tell us in the comments how, because we sure the hell don't know how.
It ain't been very good. So anyways, we're going to show you how we rig ours. And I broke this floater the other night, so it was a good time to do it, I guess. Need to get it changed out so I can fish with it. Well, we rig ours pretty much the same as everybody else does. There ain't no big secret to none of this.
But some people act like there's a secret.
There ain't no secret.
If anybody knows the secret, let us know that as well.
If it works for you, then you do it. If it don't, try something different.
Probably the only thing we do a little different is tire hooks than most people. Which we're going to go over the hook tie that we tie.
I think there's a lot of people use a Palomar knot. That's what we use. It works well. I ain't never had a knot break, but
it's miserable as hell to tie at night time when you're old and blind and you can't see. That's what I call it, the knot from hell. When you're old, blind, you can't see at night time. Luckily for us, we try to keep a third pole rigged up if we break off in the middle of the night.
Get on there, but that's just basically a bead, strike indicator, and another bead.
No straw.
I don't use a straw. Matthew likes a straw, but I don't really care for one.
So we like the thrill floaters. We're thrill all the way here.
Like thrill.
We got thrill everything on fucking floater wise.
There's a million different kind of floaters and anything and everything you could want. And there's coming out with new ones every day. I'm gonna end up dropping that thing again. Alright.
We should have been fishing today, Work Dog.
I know we should have been, but
full salt.
This is too pretty a day for us.
Oh yeah, we ain't allowed to go when it's the sun's shining. We ain't caught a fish yet this year if the sun's shining. Cold, rainy, miserable.
Miserable is the way it fucking seems to be.
What was the when we went to Tim's? What was the miserable level?
It was up there.
I think on the video you said it was around a 6 or 7.
Yeah.
It was miserable. How's the shoulder doing, Work Dog?
It's better.
It's doing better?
Anyways, floater goes on.
Got a floater, so we got the strap, we got the bead, you got the bobber. Well, first thing we got is the bobber stalk.
have them control your depth.
And then we got,
You're just fishing bottom.
which we don't really recommend always. Well, I mean, bottom every once in a while, but if you're going to fish bottom, we figure you. So we got the bead right there, the striker, then another bead, then we got the floater going on, then another bead.
Put beads in between everything. It just keeps everything.
Takes pressure off that leader, don't it?
It just keeps all your stuff from getting beat up as bad. The end of your floater get beat up against your sinkers, and your sinkers are beat up against your knobs.
Yep, absolutely.
It could just lead to a failure.
They're hard enough to get the bite.
They're hard enough to get by.
So sit there and wait all day for equipment failures, just miserable, ain't it?
Yep. So then it's a bead under the floater, sinker, another bead. I run half-ounce sinkers, so I'm running an ounce of weight, but I like to use the smaller ones. That's just a preference thing. Instead of one big old gob.
Yeah, one big old fucking sinker beats your damn floater and not to death.
And that's all these beads are supposed to do, is kind of protect your floater.
And we got it. See how pretty we got it looking. Well, we look the part. If we can't actually fucking catch the part, we halfway look like what we know what we're doing.
Yeah, we fake it till you make it.
Huh? All right, so right here's the hook tie. We're gonna go over this hook tie right here.
So through your eye, back through your eye, and there's a ton of different videos on how this thing is tied. You can tie them a million different ways.
This is just how we do it.
This is how we do it. It's just an overhand knot. When you come back through,
That's the key. That's the tricky part right there.
then you want to take all your tackle through that hole.
Yep, that's the tricky part right there. And then
just cinch it down.
And when you do cinch it down, the number one problem we have when we do cinch it down, sometimes it gets on the bottom of the leader there and don't cinch all the way, right?
Right.
So you got to make sure you got it cinched down there is the important part.
But I've never had one break in the knot.
And this is the only knot we use here at Castaway.
And then you just cut your tag off. You can cut it as close or as far away as you want. It won't slip. It will not come undone. That's it.
And that's all there is to it. So we have, once again, we have the stopper, which that's the depth control.
Come down your line, you get
To your bead, to your striker, to another bead, floater.
and then that one is just
Another bead,
sinker, bead,
half-ounce sinker, bead, half-ounce sinker, bead. And then we got the leader with the ball and all knot, and that's all there is to it.
If you see that stuff come down and hit the end of that, where the swivel's at, you see why I put them on there. It just keeps you from getting your line beat up so bad.
Yep, absolutely. That's the main purpose of it. And Work Dog, how big of leaders you like to run on lengthwise for the most part?
6 to 8.
6 to 8,
I don't
absolutely.
like a real long leader.
Real long.
Especially fishing nights if you're fishing
Live bait, absolutely,
well,
for
if you're
sure.
fishing live bait, or if you're fishing with a
Glow stick.
your leader will loop over top of your glow stick
So,
sometimes. Get hang up.
One thing you can do at nighttime, if you do have this issue at all, as soon as you throw it out, just make sure it's taking line, because if it ain't taking line, more than likely it's hung up over your glow stick.